Well, hello. We have a lively group here. Wasn't expecting that. It's bicycles going back and forth and very interactive, so pleasant surprise. I'd like to thank the Brain Injury Alliance for inviting us out here to speak in front of all of you. On the topic of thank yous, I'd like to thank our sponsors, some of whom are here tonight, for stepping up and paying tribute to an organization that really deserves it. Tonight we pay tribute to a one-of-a-kind organization that does so much for those affected by brain injury, as well as helping prevent it. I can stand here and tell you that my lifelong mission and goal was to help patients with brain injury. But truth be told, my journey here, while less grandiose, was thrilling nonetheless. While I call it a journey, we are relative newcomers to the field of brain injury. When I say we, by the way, I'm talking about the ladies on that table. They're the highly overdressed, over-the-top ladies. And one man. Most of my career was spent in traditional long-term care and post-acute rehab. Our journey into brain injury happened when we took over what was then known as the John L. Montgomery Care Center, located in Freehold, New Jersey, now known as Olair Rehab and Nursing. Before we took over, our vision and our understanding of brain injury is it's the one kind of patient that we don't accept. We didn't have the resources, we didn't have the wherewithal, we didn't have the know-how to deal with all the challenging behaviors associated with this condition. Luckily, when we took over Olair Rehab and Nursing, all that changed. It was a 174-bed nursing facility that came along with a 24-bed special care nursing facility that was licensed for young adult neurologically impaired patients. What was unique about this is that it gave us the ability to offer post-acute services such as therapy for as long as the patient needed for Medicaid patients. For us, this was truly a game changer. At that point, we set out to know everything that there was about brain injury. We met professionals in the field, many of whom are here today, to learn about the disease. They introduced us to the Brain Injury Alliance. Love at first sight is the way Gala, our Director of Program Development and everything else, describes our connection to the Alliance. Bree sits on 3 committees for the Alliance and is currently being considered for a position as a board member. Her passion for brain injury is shared by everyone at the Alliance, which has spread into the hallways at Olair. I'd like to thank Bree for her passion, drive, and dedication to Olair, especially our Horizons Neurological Impairment Program. Thank you, Bree, for also putting up with me. Much appreciated. While I am the one being honored, Bree is definitely the one that deserves the bulk of the credit. The Alliance has afforded us opportunities to assist in training our staff and certifying them in the field of brain injury. This has been instrumental in creating and perfecting our robust program. We would also like to take the opportunity to thank the Alliance for introducing us to Dr. Cynthia Boyer. Dr. Boyer has recently joined our team and has been working diligently to bring us the highest standards and best practice to our program. Being the only wasn't good enough for us. We set nothing short of excellence. We focused on having the latest technologies, out-of-the-box thinkers, and a passion in order to improve the quality of life for our residents. As our Horizons program was growing, we had the program expanded from the 24 beds we inherited to the complete 174 beds in our building. And before we knew it, we were running a full-blown neurocenter. While we live in extremely divisive times, which has only been exacerbated in recent months, brain injury is a condition that does not discriminate between race, age, political belief, religion, or creed. A brain injury is an experience that can and will change a person's life within a split second. This is something that I've witnessed firsthand. On December 1st, 2001, I was at a popular restaurant on the busy Ben Yehuda Street in Jerusalem with some friends celebrating my 21st birthday. We chose to eat inside the restaurant on this particular evening instead of our usual outdoor spot. We had finished our meal and we were waiting for the bill, when all of a sudden we heard a loud explosion. We knew immediately what it was. It was a bomb. As it turned out, a suicide bomber had walked into the restaurant with an explosive belt and had detonated in the restaurant. There was blood and carnage in every direction. We were instructed to stay in our places for fear of an additional bomb. About a half hour later, the paramedics arrived at the scene and another bomb went off, this time from a parked car. As I left the restaurant, I stepped over a multitude of lifeless bodies. All told, there were 11 fatalities and 188 injuries. All I could think to myself was, what happened if I would have sat outside that evening? My life could have changed forever in that single moment. I'm not suggesting that I know what it's like